My older brother Caleb has this exhausting rule. If the spotlight isn't on him, he will burn down the whole room to get it. On my 16th birthday, he crashed his car into our garage just as I was blowing out the candles. For my college graduation, he announced he was backpacking through Europe during my valedictorian speech. So when I got accepted into my absolute dream medical residency, I knew he'd try to steal the moment. The crown jewel of our family is my dad's vintage 1960s Gibson guitar. It's worth a fortune, but more importantly, it represents our family's musical legacy. Dad always promised it to the first one of us to finish a doctoral degree. 2 weeks before my celebration dinner, the guitar went missing from Dad's study. I freaked out, knowing Caleb had to be behind it. But Dad just smiled this incredibly chilling smile and said, "Let him have his fun, son. I've got a backup plan." On the night of the big dinner, the restaurant was packed with family. Suddenly, Caleb struts in, carrying the vintage case. He proudly plugs the guitar into the house speakers. And right there, in front of 40 people, he completely hijacks my party to play a 20-minute solo. He was smirking the entire time, staring right at me, thinking he just won. When he finally finished, the room was dead silent. That's when my dad casually stood up, tapped his champagne glass, and grabbed the microphone. Dad looked directly at Caleb and said, "Son, I see you found the guitar in my closet. I should probably clarify something for everyone here." Caleb puffed out his chest, expecting a compliment. Dad continued, "That specific instrument is a cheap, identical replica I bought at a pawn shop 30 years ago. The real vintage Gibson, the one with actual value, has been sitting safely in my office safe, and I handed the keys to your brother this morning." You could hear a pin drop. Caleb's face went completely pale as he realized he had just embarrassed himself playing a fake plastic toy in front of the whole family. He packed up and snuck out before the appetizers even arrived. Dad just took a slow sip of his drink, leaned over to me, and whispered, "Always keep your real gold hidden, kiddo."